Are you alright? I'm coming in. She didn't respond, did she? Neniko? Huh? There's Neniko. Neniko, are you hiding? I'm here. Oh. What? Why in such a cramped space? Hey, kidda, you sure took your sweet time. You've got to be kidding me. I was just beginning to think about good ways to kill you. I know I took my time. Don't be so angry. I had no choice. Taking him with me would have been much more dangerous. What if I was killed in this room? Well, I'll complain about that later. So, what was that scream? That scream? It was just my imagination. What? That's not true. I heard it too. You said so yourself. Let's just pretend that's all that it was for now. The scream itself had nothing to do with our current situation, and it wasn't a big deal either, so just forget about it for now. I won't be able to understand why unless you let me know what happened. Guess I've promised that. I'll tell you about it when we get off the island safely, alright? I don't like this one bit. Well, as long as it wasn't anything important, but still. Did anything strange happen in here? For instance, something strange appearing outside? I didn't see anything like that. I've been here for a long time and I've only been looking at the ground. I wouldn't know if there was anything strange. Anyway, don't talk about such scary things. Guess it's okay to rest a bit for now, but I'd better be on my guard. Alex saw the creature after all. I wonder if Akira and the others are alright. If someone was screaming on the second floor, I wouldn't be able to hear them from here. Eek! The phone. It's probably Akira. Akira speaking.
Judging from the steadiness of your voice, you have managed to calm down after your earlier misadventures.
A heavily distorted voice. This can only be one person. Is that you, Wizard? I was waiting for you to call again.
I would like to suggest an exchange of information. I want to know about everything that happened on the ground, not just the vague details you gave the others.
Which basically confirms that Wizards is among them. The vague details I gave the others.
Tell me, and I'll give you some useful information in return.
Damn, what useful information? Wizards won't reveal their identity, but I have an idea who they might be. Oh. Pardon me, just moving in my chair because it's uncomfortable. Just have to flush them out myself. Press the mute button on the phone. Ah! Why did you shout out of the blue? You idiot! Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Shh, be quiet, don't make a sound. Once Neniko has finished her little tantrum, I unmute the phone. Wizards may have noticed that the audio was muted, but they probably won't know what I just did. I'm sure I couldn't hear my voice on the phone. Oh yeah, so you checked if it's on this floor, I guess. Hey Wizards, let's stop playing games. I can't trust you if you continue to hide your identity like this. The way things are going, we're all going to become fish food.
As I said before, a relationship is only mutually beneficial when our interests coincide. I will not become more involved than I have to.
You're quite obstinate. Maybe I should just reveal your identity.
Are you threatening me? Are you saying that you refuse to cooperate with me?
I didn't say I wouldn't cooperate with you. Just saying that I don't want to have a one-sided relationship. Trust is built on an equal footing. I don't think our current relationship is very healthy.
Here's what I believe, and it concerns you as well. If my identity is revealed, something bad will definitely happen to you. And, of course, to that sweet girl as well.
Well, it appears that we had an impasse. My answer won't change, Wizards. I'll reveal your identity. I will be the one making our next phone call.
This is my final warning. Do not attempt to reveal my identity.
So selfish. Looks like I will need to take care of this issue first. Neniko, I want to find out who Wizards is. Time to use your abilities. I don't know, should we do that? They must have the reasons for not revealing their identity. An undercover investigator, a killer, mysterious monster, what the people from the mansion are trying to do? Everything is unclear. I have to at least uncover something. I have to solve those mysteries one by one. For starters, I want to know who Wizards is. I'm sure they've left some clues. We just have to use those to discover their identity. Clues? Were there any? First, take a look at this. Who is Wizards? Ikeda, Akira, Jacob, Abigail, Abby, okay. Neniko, Giselle, Thomas, Aurora, Real, Alex, and Vincent. Is this a list of suspects? Feels like I should save because I might be able to fuck up soon. But why are there so many names on it? Why am I also in here? Beginning by narrowing down the suspects from scratch is an ironclad rule. In fact, I've had several cases where someone least expected was the culprit. In that case, I don't mind being on the list, but you also included yourself, Thomas, who is dead by the way, and even Aurora, who doesn't even exist. Any possibility is worth considering, no matter how absurd it may be. Alright, so who do you think Wizards is? I've narrowed it down to quite a few people, but I still don't have anything conclusive. They've covered our tracks well. Considering the points in time when Wizards contacted you, several people can be excluded. And also, why did you suddenly scream so loudly? I wanted to see if I could hear my voice on the other side of the line. So did you hear anything? Strangely, I could not hear my voice on the other side. I see. This will narrow down the list of suspects. However, it isn't decisive. Also, what does Wizards mean in the first place? Perhaps it doesn't mean anything in particular. It could just be a code name. No, I heard them pause briefly when I asked them to give me a call sign. I think they probably came up with that in the spur of the moment. In other words, the name Wizards is not their regular code name. Then how did they come up with that name? Wizard as in sorcerer? But isn't it kind of weird that the name is plural? Wizards, not wizard? Neniko, does Wizards ring a bell? Is it Akira and Giselle? That's why it's plural. Top-level hackers are referred to as wizards. There's also an NBA team called the Washington Wizards. Also, it's not exactly the same word, but there's a Wither Hills mountain range in New Zealand. There's also a brand of white wine called Wither Hills. A wine brand. Is it a well-known brand? No, it's not very popular. It's not expensive either. It's just a regular wine brand. That points to Jacob, I guess. Wither Hills. They must have thought of something and then came up with wizards. Perhaps they unconsciously used words of things or places close to them. Is that an important clue for uncovering their identity? So, what is the name based on? Sorcerers, hackers, wine, the NBA. No, wait, maybe... Do you know who Wizards is? If my power of deduction is correct, then... Who of these people is Wizards? Tell me. Jacob. I pointed Jacob's name. Jacob? I wonder if his alcoholism is linked to the name Wizards. Neniko, you said that there's a white wine called Wizards Hills. Jacob could have taken that name from there. Jacob's a wine snob, so I really don't think he would have based his name on a mediocre supermarket wine. It makes no sense at all. Strange, but not impossible. Besides, I couldn't hear my voice over the phone. This means that Wizards is on the second floor, where my shouts cannot be heard. So it has to be Jacob. If Wizards is Jacob, Jacob is an undercover agent for some secret organization. Do you really think he would be an alcoholic as well? Could just be an act. An act? Been coming to this island for ages. Is into prostitution, has been a drunken pig all along. Tell me if I'm missing something. If he were a fake, the people from the mansion would have seen through him right away. But I know quite a few detectives in New York who can do their jobs perfectly fine while they're on the bottle. I'm still not convinced. If Jacob really is Wizards, why did you just call him? You're right. In this case, I should try asking Jacob directly. I called Jacob's room. Strange, he doesn't pick up. Or he's just ignoring the phone. Perhaps he doesn't want to talk. Guess I'll have to go back. Guess I have to go to Jacob's room. Want to come? Me? Of course I'm coming with you. Too afraid of being left alone again. What about Akira and Alex maybe trying to get into our room when we're not here? Do we just leave it open or what? Wait, I'm not sure anymore. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Make up your mind already. I'll come with you. I know I'm still here after all. Oh no, wait, I'll come with you after all. Or perhaps I won't. I can't decide. Suit yourself. Hey, you're doing that again. You've got to be kidding me. Don't leave me. I don't have time to figure out what you want. Well, maybe I was being indecisive. I'm afraid of being alone, so I'll come with you. Geez, you could have just said that in the first place. Jacob's room number is 203. Was the room on the center right? He's definitely going to be upset. I don't think he will admit it. Well, even if that's the case, I know what to do. In a couple of minutes, he'll be begging to talk. What horrible things are you talking about? Making false accusations against him? Jacob, I want to talk to you. Could you open the door? No response. Did he leave his room? Huh. The door doesn't appear to be locked. A bad feeling about this. I have a really bad feeling about this. We should be on our guard. Then he could step back. I guess choosing Jacob was the right move, but yeah. Did he kill himself? What? Jacob! A clean cut to his carotid artery with a sharp object. He most likely died on the spot. Most of the bloodstains are on his neck, probably because he died before he could resist. Was he surprised? Or wasn't he wary of whoever killed him? Blood flowing out of his carotid artery has not yet hardened. He's still warm, so he's only just been murdered. The wound on his neck was most likely made with a knife, which rules out that creature. It's probably the same person who killed Sir Raymond and Thomas. Judging from this handiwork and the modus operandi, the killer is most likely a professional. Jacob was probably killed about 10 minutes ago, and this killer is probably still nearby, perhaps with evidence of the murder on them. I can't take this anymore. Why does this keep happening? Silent, we shouldn't have come here. Should assemble everyone right now. But that means we might be together with whoever just killed Jacob. Getting everyone together in one place is much too dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. The killer is now behaving so brazenly that they might even reveal their identity. If we assemble, they might attack all of us. But if we leave the killer alone, then we become the next target. There's no time to waste. I'll be the most at risk. But if we assemble in the same place on the second floor, I can keep an eye on everyone. Although I don't know who the killer is, this will keep them from killing again. For now. We should call Alex to come upstairs from the first floor. That would be safer for us than going all the way down there. Once we're all together, I should be able to figure out who the killer is. Guess you're right. I'll be careful, don't worry. If you say so, I believe in you, but... Alright, let's do it. Do this then. Neniko, stay behind me. Someone attacks you, escape immediately and run back to my room. Alright. Kira, it's me. Could you come outside? We need to talk. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Huh? I've been recording for longer than 2 hours, like 2.5 now. Huh? Oh, I was just about to go to your room. What's wrong? You have a terrible look on your face. Did something happen? Did you hear anything strange about 10 minutes ago? Hear anything strange? Didn't you ask me the same thing earlier? Didn't hear anything out of the usual. Have you and Giselle been together this whole time? No. We've been running around, so we haven't been together all of the time. Why does this feel like an interrogation? What's going on now? Jacob has been murdered. What? What are you telling me that he was murdered? When and where? About 10 minutes ago. Found him dead in his room. So let me ask you again. Were you and Giselle in this room 10 minutes ago? Hang on. I have to collect my thoughts first. I wasn't with Giselle because we were going back and forth between our rooms for luggage, but she couldn't have had enough time to sneak into his room and kill him. Isn't that right, Giselle? The young lady and I were indeed in separate rooms. For about 10 minutes, I'd say. That's enough time to kill someone. I look closely at the clothes Akira and Giselle are wearing. There are no traces of bloodstains on their hands or sleeves. Even if the killer is a professional, there would probably be bloodstains on their sleeves. Does it mean that these two are innocent? But the only remaining suspects are Real and Alex. Could one of them be the killer? Is the killer really one of us? If so, who is it? Or could the killer have come from outside the mansion? What a predicament. So Akira, you said you found Jacob's body. You're serious, right? How do we know that you didn't kill Jacob? I've been on the first floor this entire time and I don't have a motive to kill Jacob. Perhaps someone hired you to kill all of the people who have something to do with the island. Ikeda might not be squeaky clean, but he would never do something like that. Neniko, you're here with Ikeda, so I can't really trust anything you say about him. Well, looks like there's plenty of distrust going around. With Jacob dead, there are only 6 guests left. It's only natural that she would suspect me. I understand that you might suspect me, but please stay calm. If I were the killer, there would be no reason for me to tell you about Jacob's murder. I was trying to get everyone to assemble in my room. Why should I do anything suspicious? Guess you're right, but if that's the case, who's the killer? If it wasn't Giselle, Ikeda, Neniko and I, there are only 2 more of us. Going to investigate, so please be discreet. Perhaps cooperate with me? Please cooperate with me, rather. Just want to keep you all safe. Alright, we'll cooperate. If it's really dangerous. Alright, Akira, don't lock your door. I'm going to call Real now. If anything happens, take Neniko into your room and lock the door. Huh? Could it be her? You think that she's the killer? I don't know yet. Right now, we're all suspects. Real, could you open your door? I'd like to have a word. Huh. Actually, I heard everything through my door. I've been in my room this whole time. I don't have any witnesses, so I don't know if I can convince you of that, though. Glad that you got straight to the point. Do you remember hearing any noises outside? I think I heard Akira's voice in the hallway once, but nothing else. Might not have heard much because of the sound of the wind blowing outside. I'm sorry. What are you saying? Akira, don't let her fool you. She's trying to make me look suspicious. Calm down, Akira. Real just said that she heard your voice in the hallway. She didn't say that you were the killer, did she? Although I might be a suspect, Akira doesn't have an alibi either, right? I didn't have time to kill him. The more I think about it, the more certain I am that it has to be you. The killer must have wanted us to quarrel with each other. Whoever killed him is not an amateur. The murder method was a professional assassination technique. They covered his mouth from behind and neatly severed his carotid artery. If we don't stay calm, we won't stand a chance. In any case, we should gather in Akira's room. Giselle, could you call Alex and ask him to come here? Coming to this room by himself should not be too dangerous. Yes, I will. It's strange. What is it? Can't seem to connect to the phone in Mr. Werner's room. All I can hear is a busy tone. What? That's strange. You think he was killed also? It's definitely possible. Or he could have been attacked by that monster. I should go and see. So you want the four of us to stay together in a single room? Not knowing who the killer is? It's alright, just wait a few minutes. If Alex is safe, I'll come back immediately. All of you should stand in the corner, face the others, and raise your hands. If one of you lowers their hands, the others should try to constrain him. Easy for you to say. Does that really work? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Considering the circumstances, the killer won't be reckless. Very well. We will do as you say, but Akira, please come back as soon as possible. For real, since nobody knows who the killer is. Please come back quickly. Spoken to everyone on the second floor. That only leaves Alex. There's no time to waste. Alex, it's me! Are you alright? Open up! What's this all of a sudden? You startled me. I can't believe... It's uncanny how... the clothes just make the person. I was just about to leave my room. Are you alright? Your phone gave a busy signal. My phone? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What's going on? Did something else happen? I'll tell you about it later. For now, just follow me. Oh, okay. I'll do as you say, but could you tell me what's going on while we're walking? Fine, I'll give you the short version. Jacob has been murdered. We're all gathering in a single room. What? Jacob? The killer struck again? I wonder what would have happened if I had chosen someone other than Jacob. Would that person have died then? Or did I choose the right person, basically, and Wizards has been offed? I came to get you because the phone in your room gave a busy signal. I was afraid that the killer had murdered you too. And taken off the phone of your, station and stuff. What? Don't say such scary things. Nothing strange has happened since you left. Eh? Well, that's raising a flag. A blackout. This is bad. We have to go to the room on the second floor right away. Go to the room, you say. It's pitch black and I can't see anything. Hey, don't touch me there. What are you talking about? Oh, the lights went back on. Huh? Oh, it was just the wall, silly me. Hey, I have no time to fool around. Let's head upstairs. I didn't touch your butt. What's that sound? Gunfire? Ah, Neniko. The amount of times they say darn in this game, it's unreal because I don't think anyone really says darn anymore. It's like a PG version of damn. And no one really cares if you say damn. The hallway looks the same as it did before, but I'm certain that something has happened. I have a very bad feeling about this. Maybe, it was the wrong choice after all. Just stay safe. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen Jacob. Oh, shit. Nico! Oh, no, it wasn't me. Ikeda, help. What the hell is going on? What happened? What was that gunshot just now? I can see Akira and Giselle covered in blood and Neniko is holding a knife. Doesn't look good for her. Real, where is she? Neniko, what the hell happened here? The light suddenly went off. I heard the sound of something moving and then some gunshots. Before I knew what happened, I had a knife in my hand. But I didn't do this. Help me, Ikeda. It's alright. Just give me the knife. Damn, no way. It's all the killer's work. I suddenly hear something moving quickly in the dark. A lukewarm liquid trickles down my back. Oh no, someone came on me again. A soft groan echoes in the dark. Before I realize what is going on, I feel a sharp sting in my side. Seconds later, the pain hits. The world goes dark before my eyes. I try to fight back, but my punches only hit air. A shadow thrusts its knife at me again. I collapse onto the floor. I try to protect myself from the knife lunging at me. I feel the shock of a sharp blade piercing into my chest. I violently spew out blood. The shadow repeatedly stabs me over and over. Ikeda! Ikeda! I think I can hear Neniko's cry from far away, so it's not her. That's the hint, I guess. Ah, damn, I guess I was wrong. My reasoning was wrong from the get-go. Even now it's too late. I finally realize who the killer is. I think the clue here is real lies. I think of Neniko as my life drains from my body. Or it's Aurora still. Like, I flip-flop back and forth between some people. If my power of deduction is correct, then who of these people is Wizards? Tell me. It's real. Can I click Wizards itself? No, it's me. Actually, it would be kind of fun. Let's try it out. I point at my own name. Huh? Why are you pointing at yourself? I didn't know you would be stupid enough to call yourself Wizards. Could be possible. My memory's been a mess ever since I've been hooked up to that machine. Or could Wizards be a virtual entity? Huh? I guess it would have been possible for that phone call they made to you when you were spying on us in a bath. But how would you explain the second call? I definitely heard a phone ring myself, so I honestly don't think Wizards could be a delusion of yours. She's right. If Wizards is a delusion of mine, Neniko wouldn't have been able to hear the phone ring as well. Are you sure you're okay, Ikeda? Take a rest and check yourself into a hospital as soon as we get back from this island, alright? Or I can ask Real to give you a shot of potassium chloride. That should perk you right up. What would that do? Like, what is the actual, like, medicinal use for this? Oh gosh, you're bad-mouthing me now. Perhaps I should just crawl into a hole and die. You idiot, I'm just worried about you. If Wizards were someone else, who would they most likely be? Well, it's not you. Think again, and this time use your brain. Are you sure you're cut out for this job? If the name came from Wither Hill's white wine, could Jacob be Wizards? But since Jacob has such eclectic tastes, it is unlikely that they chose such a cheap wine as his call sign. That doesn't sound unreasonable. It's a likely theory. Why don't you ask him directly? You're right. In this case, I should try asking Jacob directly. I call Jacob's room. And I guess I'm on the same track as before then. Like, I go over, he's dead. Perhaps he doesn't want to talk. I'll just go to his room. No. Okay. So even if you choose a kid, that's not gonna go choose again. It just shoehorns you into... You failed, basically. Okay, let's try Neniko this time. Just because it's kind of fun. I pointed Neniko's name. Oh, Yowza! What? Why me? You're saying that I'm Wizards? I considered the possibility, considering all of your play acting and pranks. How could I take a bath and call you at the same time? How could I call you from the bathroom or from this room? You could be controlling the phone remotely with your computer. Why would I go out of my way to do that? And you know that I stutter, right? They didn't stutter, but it sounded mechanical. So it could have been a computer-generated voice. Even if that was the case, why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. And I only just came to this island. How could I be Wizards? Are you out of your mind? You idiot! If Wizards was someone else, who would they most likely be? Well, it's not you, think again, and this time use your brain. It's not you, she says again. They saved on like one sentence because they're looping from this point. Are you sure you cut out for this job? Here we go, the thing about Jacob and